So I just used Serato 4.0 for the first time over the weekend, and there are some major quirks to it that I want to make you guys aware of for two reasons. Number one, just so you know, but also number two, hopefully Serato watches this and maybe fixes it in the future, because this is the first time in over a decade I've been using Serato that I am reverting back to the old one. Like, I'm not the guy that usually complains about the new version. I'm really not. I usually like it. This is the first time where it's like, no, I gotta go back. I can't even deal with this. You tell me in the comments if I'm being a grumpy old man, all right? You let me know either way. And by the way, this video isn't to tell you to not upgrade to 4.0. You make that decision yourself. But what I am telling you not to do at all right now is upgrade to Tahoe, because the first thing is compatibility. Something I didn't realize is that, so with the new Serato 4.0.2, it now supports macOS Tahoe, but it doesn't support all the hardware. I'm gonna list the website below so you can check your own hardware, but just off the top of my head, S11, S7, S5, the 1000 SRT, all of this is still being tested with the new macOS. Like, when they come out with a new macOS, they change a bunch of stuff. I don't know, it's above my pay grade, but basically the drivers get all messed up, and they're still working on that. So check your hardware first before you upgrade to Tahoe, but for me, I'm not, no. Don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Stay away from Tahoe altogether. With that being said, let's get into 4.0 here. So the first thing that I noticed when I was using it that drove me up a wall, but you tell me, is that when you drag a song anywhere into prepared or to play it, the name of the song is underneath the song. I can't figure out a way to turn this off. It just drives me up a wall. We've never had that before. I don't know why they added it. Can't stand it. The second thing is when you upgrade to 4.0, you get an additional column here, right? So I think one column is for like whether or not the song is corrupted or something. Then the additional column lets you know like where it is, I think, like beat source. Regardless, I don't want these columns here, okay? You can turn off the color column here, but you can't turn these two off. So if you don't want these columns here, you have to literally drag them over where it's out of the way individually. But not only that, you have to do that for every single crate and every single groupings of crate. So we'll take hip hop late, for example, right? This is a grouping of crates. If I drag this over here for this, so that's over there, but then I go to tens, it's back again. So not only the groupings, but every individual crate. There's no way to turn these off. There's no way to just, I don't know. I don't know of a solution for this. All I know is it's very tedious and time consuming. And if those columns will mess up your day, like for some reason they were just driving me nuts, it's like you got a few hours of doing that. The next and one of the biggest problems I have with 4.0 that was literally driving me nuts the other day is that when you sort columns, when you sort a crate a certain way by a column, it doesn't stick anymore. It always did. For example, you go search all here, right? And then you want to search for Bruno Mars. Well, I want it to be organized by play count here, right? So the play count stays on top, right? So I know which songs that I know which versions I normally play, and then the versions I normally play are right on top, right? I want to organize the search thing, the all, by play count. Now, if I go down to hip hop and I organize this by BPM, and I'm doing this and I'm DJing, and then I go back to search and I need Bruno Mars again, well, it doesn't save the play count. It doesn't save the organization by play count. It goes back to whatever. So now I got to go hit plays again after I search it to find the song. That extra step literally drives me nuts. So this folder, all right, organized by BPM. That's Pop Early Dead, right? We got to organize by BPM. Oh, I want another Jason Derulo song. Jason Derulo. I got to go over here. I got to organize it by plays again. Like, why does it do that? Okay, why does it do that? But then I go back here, and this Pop Early isn't organized by BPM anymore. That reset too. So now when I'm going into my crates, I have to constantly reset by BPM, or like, I don't want to have to do that every time. I want my crates to stay where they were when I left them, you know? And Serato always did that. They took that away with this version. So I had that extra second of reorganizing everything every 5 seconds for my entire gig, and it drove me up a wall. And the last thing is another big one, and that is it's slower. So when you search for something, when you search for Michael Jackson, there's just that one little second, right, that takes, where in 3.0, it was instantaneous like this, okay? This is an M2 Mac I'm doing this on. I was having the same problem with an M3 Pro Max Mac that I was DJing with this past weekend. That was the number one thing that everyone said when I was complaining on my stories. Everyone was DMing me saying, yes, there's a noticeable lag no matter what computer you have. If there's a lag, there's a lag, there's a lag. And I can't be nitpicking, I guess, for a second, but You don't upgrade to the new version of a program and then it goes backwards. You know, before it was instantaneous search, now there's that second I gotta wait. And sometimes I'm searching, I'm getting a song last minute, like I got 10 seconds left and I'm dragging it and I'm playing it real quick. Like it really messed up my flow. It really did. By the way, if you wanna watch the entire set, like uncut that I played with 4.0, I actually posted it for my members right here. It's a little over 4 hours long, straight through. You can see everything I played, everything that worked, everything that didn't, all that stuff. You can see me getting pissed off at Serato. It's all right there. I know a lot of these problems are small, but they add up during a gig. They really, really do. It drove me nuts. You tell me in the comments if I'm being a little too nitpicky, but hopefully this video helps get the word out there and hopefully Serato can fix this stuff before I switch to Algorithm DJ.